You got the Hermit. Okay. Ten of Wands. Feeling overburdened by your own thought processes. Maybe you've been giving yourself a little bit too much solitude. And now you have to act. You're past the point of thinking and strategizing. Now you got to do something about it. Nine of Pentacles. You're going after what you want, right? In order to go after what you want, you got to plan, which you've been doing. But now you got to go for it. Now you got to actually do something about it. You can't win the lottery just thinking about winning the lottery. You got to go out and play. Yeah. So you've done a lot of strategy. You've done a lot of thinking, mulling, giving yourself a lot of alone time, which is good to kind of clear your mind of outside influences, different stressors, different people that might get in your way of thinking straight. Now you've come up with a plan of attack, a plan of action. Yeah. And now it's time to do something about it. Ten of Swords. Eesh. Okay. Maybe you felt completely backstabbed by people lately, and that's why you retreated, you know? And you've been feeling overburdened by it because, yes, it's good to lick your wounds. Yes, it's good to recuperate, recover, heal from whatever you've gone through, especially when around people. Sometimes people can get too people-y and just you just feel unsafe because you're just around a bunch of people that are not good for you, let's say, right? You've definitely been manipulated, backstabbed into going after what you want. But now we have the King of Pentacles here. So I think you're taking control over your life again. I think you're taking control over what you want your life to be about, you know, your own destiny, your own story. You know, I think you've let people write your story for you, and it just ends in disaster and a lot of burdensome feelings because you're just like, how can I let these people do this to me? How can I actually let this happen to me? Blah, 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 blah. And that's okay to kind of figure out, right? But now you're in a place where you have to do something about it again. Now you have to go back out into the world, right? But you're coming back out in a King of Pentacles kind of fashion, which is highly astute, respectful, right? Grounded. Someone that you don't really mess with. You don't really go up to the King of Pentacles and start a fight, you know? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger things. You got bigger plans than this BS that's been happening to you. So I think something has happened to you where you were treated from society, from people. And now is your time to kind of come out of your cocoon and fly like the butterfly that you are now. You know, this is a new cycle that's happening with you. And now you're ready to go for it. You're ready to go for it, and you're coming with like this air to you that is just like, you could try and push me off balance this time, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work this time. Try again, you know? It's kind of like fuck around and find out kind of feeling, you know? It's kind of just giving me that energy of like, okay, you did this to me once, shame on me, right? They tried to eliminate you. They tried to overburden you. They tried to isolate you. They definitely, there's a lot of treachery here with these people. 444 on the clock. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is another 10. So we have 3 10s now, okay? And endings mean beginnings. right? So if you survive the ending, you're in for a new beginning. And now you're coming with a bigger, stronger, better vibe to you. You're going to go after your destiny now. King of Pentacles and the Emperor. These are two guys, two energies that you wouldn't want to mess with. All right? You don't want to go into a war against the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. That's not going to be good for anybody, right? These are two powerful forces, two powerful people, and I think you're coming with a lot of power now. I think you've rested and rejuvenated enough to know what's up and what's down, right? You figured it all out. You figured out what you could have done better. You figured out how they did you wrong, all this stuff. But now you're coming in this energy of like, okay, I'm a different person. It's not going to be the same now. I'm in control now, right? I'm in control. I'm going after what I want. And try and stop me. So kudos to you. You healed the right way. Six of Swords. Just turning your back on the past, right? Turning your back on what happened. You can't remain a victim of your circumstances. You can acknowledge what happened to you, right? You can go over it a million times. You can try to learn all the lessons that you could possibly learn from it. But then again, you can't walk out into life again with a victim mentality of like, the world's out to get me. I'm just a victim. I don't take no responsibility, and maybe you didn't. Maybe, there was a lot of things that were completely out of your control, and that's okay. That's not about being, you could very well be a victim, right? But when you have the victim mentality, you almost call in more bad energies to kind of just bully you, all right? I don't know how, it's annoying, and it's a really sickening process, but like if you were bullied your whole life, and you start to instill that as a personality trait. Oh, I'm just a person that gets bullied. Oh, just everyone picks on me because I'm weak, or I'm this, or I'm that. You almost accept it, and then that energy transfers to bullies, to narcissists, to people that just look like predators, and they'll scan the room for people like that with a victim mentality, and they'll definitely hone in on you because they know that you're already one step below where you should be. So remind yourself to just take the lessons and then turn your back to the past with strength. With what you're doing, I think you have a lot of strength because you're like, nah, I'm clear-minded now. I'm not confused. I did all my research. I don't need to do any more research. I know exactly what I'm going to do next now. I know exactly what I want. The world and the Wheel of Fortune. Something is going to culminate for you, and it's just going to transpire in a way that is going to be extremely beneficial for you. It's sometimes you just have to take a time out of life, and that's okay, because life can be really daunting, and it could hurt, and it could be tiresome, and it could really drag you down, right? But if you give yourself that rest, if you gave yourself time to think, maybe it's just time alone in a forest, time alone at the beach, time alone walking your dog, time alone at home. It could be anything, anywhere, as long as you're getting that respite that you need to think correctly. Nine of Wands now. That's about putting in all the work. You're going to put in all the work, and look, you're going after what you want with the sun popping out with the Queen of Cups. So this is about putting in your time. Your time is now. Your time is about to be now. Like, you're going after what your heart calls for you, and you're not taking no as an answer. You're very, very strong in your approach this time around, and people aren't going to recognize you the same. Maybe people thought that you were a pushover, or you had that victim mentality before, but not anymore. Not anymore. You're going to just start one step at a time. Page of Wands, one step at a time. you'll get to your destination. You know, the journey of 10,000 steps begins with one step and then another, and that's it. And that's all you have to remind yourself. Like, you can have goals and long-term goals and think about that. That's important. But remember to stay focused on every single step. That's how you're going to get somewhere. Ace of Wands, the beginning of new actions, new creative, something you're going to begin, and you're doing it out of a position of strength inside. It's not about being strong over someone else, but it's about having enough strength inside to kind of just go after what you want in life, what makes you happy, you know? And you have this very Emperor, King of Pentacles kind of vibe to you, where you're just like, my shoulders are up straight, my heart is out, and I'm strong now. You can't do this to me. You're just going to go for it, and the wheels are going to start turning with the Two of Pentacles. The wheels are going to turn. You're going to get everything. Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. So, there you go. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with taking a time out, taking a pit stop, right, out of life, taking a deep breath, you know, regaining your strength, regaining your focus, regaining what you want out of life. Maybe it was rewriting what you want. But nonetheless, you're going for it now. And now is the time to act. It's time to get out of your cocoon. It's time to not just think about things, but actually do them. And you have enough strength in you to do it. And if you stay focused on what you enjoy out of life, that's it. Hermit again. Knight of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. So there's Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles is all about brand new opportunity. You're going to create this for yourself. You have enough knowledge right here, you know, with the Knight of Swords to just go after what you want. You've done enough research and development, you know, planning. Now is the time to put it into action. It's all about product development now. It's all about going after what you want and making the work happen. So this is a great second step for you. This is a great step out of your cave, out of your cocoon, out of your solitude. And I feel like these wheels are going to keep turning in your favor because of that. When you have enough strength and dignity inside of you, when you have turned your back on the past so you don't focus on it so much, you don't ruminate on the past, you're just like, I learned my lesson and I'm gone. I'm done with that. I did it all. I did all the internal work. Now I'm done. And now we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So you're going to go after exactly what you want with the Sun. It makes it something's going to make you extremely happy. Remember to stay in your heart space. And you can still be hard and soft at the same time. You can be a lover and a fighter at the same time. But you're going to stand with strength. And there's a regalness to you when you stand, which is going to help you along your journey. But enjoy every step.